Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Latori and I create fashion and fragrance content. So if you are interested in either of those things, please consider subscribing. So today I'm back with another fragrance review, and today I am discussing Savoir Faire's Whiskey Rose. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts, then stay tuned. So the Whiskey Rose is a new release, and it first was delivered or offered in November of 2021. So this is a brand new fragrance from the Savoir Faire house, which is one of my favorites. If you are not new here, then I'm sure you already know that. And this, I'm going to read the description and then we're going to get into my thoughts. So on the Savoir Faire website, which is the only place you can purchase these fragrances, it says, in the era of giving people their flowers, we'd probably opt to send them a delicious cocktail instead. The Whiskey Rose is our compromise, beautiful dark roses, saturated by the perfectly garnished old-fashioned. Then it also says Savoir Faire fragrances are not assigned to any specific gender. Feel free to wear this with your favorite leather motorcycle jacket or at a black tie gala. And I would definitely say of the Savoir Faire fragrances, I have them all. They are definitely gender neutral, but they can also take you to any place at any time, which is one of the reasons why it's my favorite, one of my favorite houses. So the Whiskey Rose I picked up in the travel clutch, and it is a 10 milliliter bottle, and all of the Savoir Faire fragrances are blended by hand, and there's like a little description on each of the bottles, and it says, for people of many layers, blended, bottled, and boxed by hand with love. And so let's get into the fragrance. So this is something that I was really excited about because I've just started to get into a lot of rose fragrances. And this definitely does not disappoint. This, I think, of all of the Savoir Faire fragrances, is probably the sweetest. So while it's kind of oody and smoky, not smoky, but it's kind of oody and heavy, it's super sweet. The rose is super sweet. And I think that the combination of the heaviness of it, of the oud and the sweet rose element, they come together so well. Even though all of the fragrances from the house are gender neutral, this is definitely one that women would probably prefer over some of the others if you're into like sweet scents. The notes in this one are rose absolute, grandiflorum jasmine, leather, organic vanilla. What I'm guessing is a flower that I cannot pronounce, but it will be on the screen. Tonka bean, sandalwood, bergamot, labdanum, and some other things that will be on the screen for you to figure out how to pronounce. So this, like I said, is very sweet. You smell the vanilla, you smell the rose, you smell the sandalwood and the tonka bean, which I think kind of adds to like I don't want to say smoky because it's not what I would consider like a smoky fragrance, but it adds a lot of depth and it makes it stand out. For me, this is unlike anything else in my collection. Also, the leather in there adds another layer of depth that I don't have in any of my rose fragrances. And even with the rose absolute being as prominent as it is, because of all of the other things that are happening, I would not consider this to be like a floral scent. It's definitely not floral forward at all. Even with, like I said, the rose being as prominent as it is, this is something that I think would be best suited for a night out, whether that's a night out in the summer or a night out in the winter. I think that's where this would really shine. I feel like this is definitely something that is bold and daring. You have to be a very confident person to wear any of the Savoir Faire fragrances just because they're so unique. But this definitely requires a level of confidence just to make the fragrance really shine. And I feel like in wearing this, it'll help bring that confidence out because it smells so good. And I feel like you can be comfortable or even confident in the fact that you're probably not going to run into too many other people that smell like this. This is definitely one that you don't want to overspray because it's not needed. It's definitely something that's going to project. People will notice it, but you don't want to do too much. It's like it's just enough. That's a part of the beauty of this scent, is that it does all the talking for you. It's sweet. It's sweet without being like annoying or, like I said, too floral or anything like that. It's definitely very mature, but in all the good ways, not mature as in old. Sometimes when I say fragrance is mature, I am saying it as in like it can be a grandma scent. This is mature as in like you're grown, like in all of the best ways. This to me, I feel like could easily be worn by a man or a woman. The description where it says this can be worn with a leather jacket or take you to a black tie gala is definitely very true to what this smells like. As far as the longevity, you will get several hours of wear out of this. There is a lot of perfume oil in all of the Savoir Faire fragrances, especially for the price point that you're getting. So because of that, the fragrances, they last. You want to be careful when spraying so that the oils don't get into your clothes and things like that. But because of the amount of perfume oil in the fragrance, it does its job. It's not one of those things where you spray and you smell it for an hour and then it's gone. It's going to stick with you for several hours. Whatever event that you're going to is going to carry you through that. And as far as the projection, I would say it's moderate, but it's kind of, for me, it wears close to my body. So it's like if someone were to walk past me, they would definitely notice it and it would make an impression, but it's not like obnoxious or over the top. I'm not really into those sorts of fragrances where you spray it and then like everyone around you can smell it. I'm much more into things that wear closer to the body, and this does that really beautifully. So I really love that about this. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it. If you have not smelled this yet, do yourself a favor and try it. If you're going to try a scent from the Savoir Faire house, I would suggest starting with Soul Cafe, Beau Noir, or Whiskey Rose. Those are my 3 favorites. They're all really good, so you can't really go wrong. But if you're into more of a sultry sweet scent, not like a florally sweet scent, then those are the 3 that you want to check out first. And this, for me, did not disappoint. The only thing I regret is not getting the bigger size, because they can be hard to come by because they are hand bottled. It's not like you can just go run into Sephora and pick it up. They sell out so quickly, you can't always catch it. So I wish I got the big bottle when I had the chance, but this will last me for a while, and I will definitely pick up the full-size bottle of this. So those are my thoughts on Savoir Faire's The Whiskey Rose. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Please check it out if you have not already. I will leave the link to the website where you can buy the fragrance and just learn more about the brand and the creator in the description box. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.